Alright, so let's go ahead and bust these bad boys open and take a look at what we got. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a pair of, fairly budget, and these are such a phenomenal set. They have a new pair of these that costs like $400 or $500, and I don't even know if they changed the woofer looks exactly the same. The tweeter, I'm not sure. It looks like they changed the crossover and just kind of updated it. I don't know, but these things are definitely a pretty good option any which way you're looking for. So anyway, one thing that is cool about these is, they give you all of your stickers if you guys like those. You get the badge in here. There's some more Infinity stickers here if that's your speed, and then they give you these little Infinity that goes on somewhere. For me, I'm not really a showboaty type of guy that like to put stickers over everything and whatever. So that's that. Now they do come with some ring adapters, and I haven't had to use them in the past, but they're here. Maybe if I need to, then I can. All right. Let's go ahead and get right to the woofer, the star of the show. All right. These things are pretty slick, man. So they do come with a cool beauty ring. Older vehicles, you definitely needed these. The newer vehicles are typically behind the door cards, not out in front like before. And if you're ever wondering how these work, you just pop those out, all right, and you can press them back in. It's some sort of gasket in there that holds them, and they don't rattle. But here, check out these woofers, huh? Look at these bad boys. And they're nice, man. Like I said, I have a pair of the 6x9s in my doors in my truck right now, and a DSP. I got them crossed at 20. They're getting a full range signal, and they eat all day, and they love it. Here's the back side. Now I think the difference between the 6x9s and the 6.5s is this pair appears to be a plastic basket, and I don't remember mine being a plastic basket. I thought it was aluminum, but they have a rating of 100 watts RMS. We don't care about peak. Peak is a junk measurement. Never care about those, but yeah, they're slick, man. They look nice. They look real nice. And let's go ahead and get to the crossovers, which here's the crossover. Nice, and it's got a 3dB attenuation button right here, so that's minus 3B. All right, 3 decibels, which is perceived to be twice as loud, and that's going to be on a tweeter. Now, another cool thing when you look at these here, and another thing I recommend them, if you're using these passive, they have a port for the mid-range, right? So you can add a mid-range to these passively and run. Now, I don't think that's the super best option, but it's cool to add it there if you want to. And if later down the road you decide to amp those separately or go full active setup, that's a good thing there. But you see the crossover has a switch in here for 2-way and 3-way, and then that's the port for the positive and negative to run over to the mid-range woofer. There we go. All right. So there we go. You can see inside. I mean, it looks like a nice crossover. I have nothing to complain about the ones that's in my truck that I'm using. I'm not sure about, I know people talk about iron and stuff not being good. I'm not sure what the quality of the components are in here, but look, the price point and the performance of them, they work, right? So anyway, in here you're gonna have your input and then you have wires that's got to go from here to the woofer, and then wires that go from here that's got to go up to the tweeter, and then you have spots for mounting, so you can screw it into whatever you need. And then this cover just goes back on. And that's it. And let's go ahead and find a tweeter. Now here's your tweeters. Now Infinity tweeters are pretty bright. They're not as bright as like some of the older Alpines. I'm not sure how the newer ones are or whatever, but it's pretty good. It's got some good detail. You know, it's a pretty decent budget option, and I just can't see many other companies out there that have a product in these price ranges that is better than CSX, the 90s or the 60s. I hear people throw around other brands. I've tried other brands just to see like what, and I haven't found anything in the budget option. I mean, I haven't bought any speakers that are $1,000 a piece, right? I haven't bought any of the big Morels or big Focals or, you know, the Elites or stuff like that. So I can't sit here and pretend like I have that big experience with that stuff, but I'm telling you right now, this setup, man, they're really great. So they do give you a few options for mounting the tweeters. The first set is, you know, you can just screw this in. We'll get it out for you. The first set is you can just screw this in, and then you can drop this tweeter in, and you can mount that wherever it needs to be. Just imagine that tweeter being inside. You put your screw through the center or top and bottom, whatever, however you want to do it. And that's one way of mounting a tweeter. I've never used them, even though there's the option for them to be there. Alright, the other option is for you to be able to utilize that piece that we had before. You can flush mount these some way. You can bust these tabs off. I've never used these style neither. You know, the Infinity ones at least. And this is the one that I've utilized in my truck. And this is where you take the tweeter and here we go. This is a style that I personally like myself. So if I need to flush mount something, this is the way I'm gonna use it here. You need to drill a hole big enough for this to go in, and then you have the big thumb bolt, or you know, whatever, screw it on the back, and then you can take that and flush mount that in there. And this tweeter will go inside here. And the nice thing about this is you can angle that tweeter. You have pretty decent amount of movement this way, and then of course, depending on how you rotate it, right, you can see that you can pretty much aim this thing pretty decently, and that's a decent amount of angle right there. I don't know exactly what that is, if you can see that, but that allows you a lot of adjustability for aiming your tweeters. We're not sure exactly how we're going to mount these in this truck because we want those to be in the pillars. There's already a provision for them there, so if we can utilize that stock location, that is going to be, in my opinion, the best, cleanest option. Travis isn't a big sound quality guy. He just wants something that sounds good, like street beating style stereo, right? Not big and heavy on bass. So anyway, I'm going to go over and take a look at the doors and make sure these fit inside those, and we're going to start running. I'm going to run some wire inside. I'm going to run my own wire through the door to connect up to the woofer, and that's just going to be the easiest option for me to do this. instead of trying to go back and cut and rework inside that factory harness. Just a waste of time for me. So let's go ahead and get this installed.